morning everyone. Today we are going to see operating system unit 4 session 3. In the previous session we have studied about memory allocation. In that we have seen contiguous memory allocation. Contiguous memory allocation is whenever you are bringing the processes from secondary memory to main memory for execution, all data of that process will be residing at one location in the main memory, and that process can occupy 1 block, 2 block or 3 block or more than that. So all data of that process will be residing at one place. And in that contiguous memory allocation, we have studied fixed partition and variable size partition. Fixed size partition means once the process is allocated in that partition, one partition, only one process. You cannot allocate that. The remaining memory cannot be allocated to any other process. That will be just a wastage of memory, and that wastage of memory we call internal fragmentation. And we also seen external fragmentation, that is memory is available in the main memory, but you cannot allocate that memory to any other process because that memory is not in a contiguous form, it is not at one place, and this is a external fragmentation. In today's session we are going to study some algorithms which is used to select the partition to allocate for the processes. So whenever you are bringing the processes from secondary memory to main memory, in the main memory where those processes will be allocated and which block, which partition it uses. So that will be decided by this first fit, best fit and worst fit algorithms. So this algorithms is used to utilize the memory properly and so that the process can execute. So first fit algorithm indicates it allocates the first block or hole that is big enough. First fit begins to scan memory from the beginning and chooses the first available block that is large enough. So in this algorithm, whichever the first free block is there that process will be allocated. If that first free block partition is able to hold that process, then their process will be allocated. If that first free block partition, if it is not able to hold that process, then the next free block will be searched and there that process can be allocated if it is able to hold that. So like this way, whichever the first free block is there, first there the process will be tried to allocate. If it does not hold, then other free blocks will be searched and there that processes will be allocated. And in a best fit, what happens? In a best fit, it chooses the block that is closest in size to the request. It allocates the smallest block that is big enough. So in this best fit, first all the memory will be searched and whichever smallest block is there, that block will be selected to allocate the process. If that smallest block is able to hold the process, then there only that process will be allocated for execution. If that smallest block is not able to hold that process, then next smallest block will be searched and there that process will be allocated. So like this way, best fit searches the first smallest block and where the process will be allocated. Otherwise, it searches next smallest block where the process can hold for execution. And in a worst fit, allocates the largest block. It searches the entire list. So in this algorithm, it searches the entire memory and whichever is the largest block, there that process will be allocated. So if you use these algorithms in a fixed size partition, the size of partition is fixed and cannot break the partition. If size of the process is less than the size of partition, the remaining space get wasted here. So this can be applied on both variable size partition and fixed size partition. In this example, we are going to see how the memory will be allocated in a first fit algorithm. So there are 4 processes. First P1 has come, then P2, P3 and P4. So this is the memory partition, memory blocks available in the main memory. And this line indicates that this is the partition which is already reserved, which is already allocated to some other process. So these partitions are already reserved, allocated by other processes. Now, according to first fit algorithm, it is going to search the first free block. So in this memory, the first free block is 150. Now the process size is here 300. So can you allocate the process P1 in this block? The process size is more here and partition size is 150. So you cannot allocate the process P1 here. So search the next free block. So this is the next free block. Now the size of this partition is 350 and the process size is 300. So now you can allocate the process P1 here in this block. So after allocation, how much memory is remaining here? So out of 350, 300 you have allocated. So out of 350, 300 has been allocated. So remaining 50 is going to be free memory here of that partition. So 50 is going to remain here. The next another process has come, P2, with size 25. So it is going to check first free block. See, first free block which is there 150. So the process P2 can fit here. So allocate the process to this block. And after allocation, how much memory will be remained here? 150 minus 25, it is 125. So 125 size of memory will be available here after allocation. Now third process has come, P3, with size 125. So it is going to search first free block, as this is the first free block with size 125 and the process size is also 125. So the process P3 fits within this partition. And now next process has come, P4, with size 50. So it is going to search first free block, as this is the block available with size 50 and the process size is also 50 and process P4 fits within this partition. So like this way all processes has been allocated to the main memory in the first fit algorithm. Now let us see next algorithm, best fit. In this best fit, first all memory will be scanned. It will search the smallest block available in the memory. So after searching smallest block available in the memory, it is going to allocate the processes in the smallest block. So first process has come with size 300 and which is the smallest block available here. Yes, this is the smallest block available. Can the process P1 fits within this? No. Process size is more here. So process P1 cannot fit within this block. So next free block will be searched here. That is next smallest block will be searched here. So next smallest block is 350. So can you allocate the process P1 here? Yes, you can allocate here because partition size is more here. And after allocation, how much memory will be remained here? 50. So 50 memory size will be remained here. And next another process has come with size 25. So which is the smallest block here? Yes, 50 is the smallest block here, this, and the process size is 25. Yes, process P2 can fit here. And after allocation, how much memory will be remain here? That is 50 minus 25. 25 is going to remain here. So another process has come, P3, with size 125. So it is going to search first small block. So small block which is available here is this 25. But that process P3 cannot fit within this. So it will come to the next smallest block. Yes, process P3 can fit within this. So allocate process P3 here. And after allocation, how much memory will be remain here? 150 minus 125, it is 25. So 25 memory will be remained here. So another process comes, P4, with size 50. Can you allocate the process P4? So there are two smallest blocks available. One is this side with size 25 and one is with this side at the corner with size 25. So 50 size is available in the memory, but 2 you cannot allocate to process P4 because it is not in a contiguous form. It is not in a contiguous form. It is not in a one place. So you cannot allocate the process P4 here. And this problem we call it as external fragmentation. Memory is there, but still you cannot allocate because of memory is not available in a at one place. So in this best fit, we cannot allocate the process P4. Now let us see the worst fit. So process in a worst fit, the largest block will be selected for the process allocation. So all memory will be scanned first. So whichever is the largest block, there the process will be allocated. So which is the largest block here? Here the process P1 will be allocated here in the largest block. And after allocation, how much memory is remained here? 50. So 50 memory is remained here and P1 is allocated. Now another process has come, 25. So which is the largest block here? 150 is the largest block here. So process P2 will be allocated here. And after allocation, how much memory is remained here? 150 minus 25. So 125 memory is remained here. So another process has come, P3 with 125. So which is the largest block here? This is the largest block. And the process P3 has the same memory size. So P3 you can allocate here. Now there is a process P4 has come. And which is the largest block? Only one block is available here. So allocate the process P4. So like this way, all processes has been allocated in this worst fit. So which is the best algorithm in this? So it is dependent on which type of processes come and how much memory is available. You cannot say any one algorithm is the best because it is based on sometimes the best fit is the best algorithm, sometimes worst fit is also best, sometimes first fit is also best. It is based on what is the process size and how much memory is available, how much blocks are available. Based on that, it will be decided which is the best. Now in this algorithm, in a worst fit we have allocated all the processes, and also in first fit we have allocated all the processes, and in a best fit we were not able to allocate the last process, that is P4. So the question on these algorithms can be asked in the exam, like explain first fit, best fit and worst fit with the help of an example. So like this way you can give the example and you can solve this using all these three algorithms and also specify their definitions. It can be asked for 5 to 8 marks. Thank you.